So what I'm going to do today, just for fun, I need to cut a bunch of modules. And I figured, why not just throw it up live? I have it on both Facebook and also YouTube. And morning. Or is it afternoon? Oh, it's afternoon here. I'm kind of curious, as you can, I don't know if you can hear it or not, but my compressor's going off in the background. And that's, so this is actually my shop in progress. Let's see. Oh, that hasn't changed. This one is light burn. And I'm getting audio from somewhere. There we go. There you go. You can see more of my messy shop. Some people have skeletons in their closet. Not me. I leave mine out. Let's try. There we go. Let's send this job to. Let's see. Let's take this. And I'm going to just send it. Yeah, that one is. Normally I'd use Corel Draw, and I can't think of the name of the program off the top of my head. Give me a second. Does not give me the name of the program. It gives me the name of the company, which is more laser cut. Let's see if I can share that with you. Oh yeah. What I am not used to is this autofocus. I don't know if I like it yet or not. So I've been working with this machine for off and on for 2 weeks now, and it's got its quirks. The funny part is my Morn laser, which is 13. It's gone on 13 years now. It has a Reese tube in it, and the tube, I want to say, is between 4 and 6 years old. It cuts better than the new Omtech, the 100-watt laser, which is wild. Let's restart that again. One thing I'm curious about, since I'm running EV Mux out in the shop, and I figured I'd have a little fun and set this up. And this is the first time I'm using EV Mux for both Facebook and also YouTube. And I don't know if EV Mux shows the comments for Facebook itself. I like that feature. Hey, Gary. Hi, hon. I don't know if you guys know, but Carrie off in camp is my better half. There we go. Good afternoon. Looks like we actually have a few people in here. Welcome to my shop. Welcome to my mess. Today I'm running the Omtech. I'm still waiting for a compressor to where I can run both the Omtech and my Morn laser here. Now I'm thinking in the next day or so, I'm doing a video on how to align all your mirrors, especially if you don't have a laser, how to manually do it. I think that'd be good. It took me a little bit when I received the laser. Um, number one mirror was off a little. Well, actually, they were all off a little bit, but it didn't take much to get it lined up. And the only downfall is I noticed once you adjust the laser, you have to go back and fine tune it. Oh, see, I told you guys, my shop's pretty messy. Oh, where's my main cam? There you go. There you go. Now you can see a messy shop. These are cool. I've been cutting out half hexes, and then I have edge pieces. Getting a stack of those. You can't see it here, but I built this, and this is where all my sheet goods are, and they're up above. Right now, with our weather, all flat goods are they're freaking out. They're bowing. Even my birch, the one wood I wouldn't expect to really start bowing, it's taking its toll. Our weather's been really weird. We'd have a rain, then it'd freeze and get really dry, and then all of a sudden we'd have warm weather, and it'd thaw everything out and put moisture right back in the air. And it's hard for the plies to stabilize. My nephew's bringing me a dehumidifier for the shop. Hopefully that works. There we go. Well, I have, I never measured that. I want to have a 3 foot path between the Omtech and my Laguna. Let's see here. Where's my measure? Uh, 32 inches actually, which is enough. And then I can reach up and get my sheets down. This is looking good. Let's see if I can get my Cameo camera going here. And the wild part, talk about space, is I'd eventually love to replace my Laguna with, I'm not sure exactly which one, but something in the 4 foot by 4 foot to where I can drop a half a sheet of ply on. So that'd really make it tight in here. Oh, shame on you. It's almost like any flat object becomes storage or a place to set something. I stumbled across a memory this morning. It's of my back room, and I just finished setting it up with the airbrush paints. And the table, you could actually see the table. Today, not so much at the moment. Let's see, where's my cameo? Cameo. Do I have cameo on this? I do. Oops. Internet. Okay. Yeah, I've noticed that for myself. I had to go to my in-laws, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Huh. It did not connect. Oh, can I do this? Oh, I get to show it. What did Andrew have to say this morning? Yeah, my room's closed. I'll help you fill that space up there, Andrew. Oh, you are not the only one. Oops. Okay, are we going to work today? Oh, okay. You want to talk about messy? There we go. Hey, but my floors are swept, kinda. Here, check this out. That's it. Oh, the zoom isn't on it. There we go. Okay, pros and cons. My thoughts on this laser head. It's cool. I do like it. It's auto focus, which is kind of nice. But if you want to add a different lens to it, you can't just pull the tube. Unlike this dirty girl, here I can literally pull the tube and put a different focal length. So where here I could change lenses. So it's I'm trying to get used to it. Let's see if I can hang this camera in here. I don't want to put it there. I might screw up. Now, so what I'm cutting right now are the mini modules. Let's see. There we go. So how's the audio on this one with all the background noise? I'm kind of curious. Nice. Well, thank you. Now I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to look you up. Awesome. Oh, now if I run the CNC, audio is out. Oh, the sound's better. Sound better on Saturday nights. Oh. Now this is just a pop-up. I'm doing this for just shits and giggles. How big is my N-gauge? I'll put it by tables. Right now I have an L shape. I have it's on an 8-foot and a 6-foot table. And I'm adding another 6-foot, so that'll make it a U. Now let's see here. Oh, Facebook is looking good. So where is your channel? I am 7. Let's see if I can find it. Hmm. Andrew, you're a now moderator. Well, you can set up. You don't need a big layout. You can actually do a really cool. Well, Andrew did one on one single module. It's one of my T junctions, and it's I'm really impressed with how it turned out. Oh, 30 by 40 pole barn with 2 floors. Oh, dude, that would be cool to see. Doesn't matter if it's in. HO is cool. It's probably one of the HO is the most popular, of course. Oh, that'll be cool. So on Wednesday, we'll have a little show and tell too. And so right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting a sheet of mini dioramas, and I'll be doing 2 straights, and I gotta do a couple curves. This is my stack of orders to do today. And plus, on the minis, what I do is I'll cut a bunch, and when I do an order, I'll always throw a mini diorama in just for a thank you. That's cool. I wish I had the room, so I'm limited, and the tables work great because you can do it on a 6x8, or I mean a 6x8, a 6-foot folding table or an 8-foot folding table. And with the modules, was it Fort Worth Amtrak? He actually took a wire rack and then he uses it for storage of his modules. This way you can set up a table and just put your layout, and then when he's done, he can put it back up on the shelves, or he can leave it and then switch them up from the ones that he has on the shelf to the ones he's got on the table, which is really cool. Isn't this cool? Trains and lasers. Gotta love it. I don't know if you guys have seen, but Old Guy Printing, he's working even more on his school. He's adding the add-on, and it just blows my mind. As long as I've known Dave hasn't been he's been a maker, a great maker. With his machines, he has his lasers, his, just like me, lasers, CNC router, 3D printers, and I think this is the first time he's actually done a scale building, and it's just blows my mind on what he's done. But the cool part is being able to take the knowledge that you acquire from all like this equipment. It's awesome. Oh, the conductor's club. Got to do some soul searching and see if you can find some pictures online. When I was a kid, Independence, Kansas, we had a hobby shop. This would have been early 70s, mid 70s. And upstairs, they had, it wasn't a train layout. They actually had a big slot car track layout. And I used to hang out there all weekend long. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the little HO scale. Those were fun. That's the other thing. If I had a 4x4, one of my thoughts is literally routing out a whole track layout, and piece it together. That'd be kind of fun. But again, then I'd be running out of more room. Well, that'd be cool. Oh, icy. I could do without the icy. Just think, what, 3 months and we're done? Hopefully. Cross our fingers. Believe it or not, it's not a bad day here today for being early December. I'm kind of curious to see what the temp is out there. It's 52 degrees. And 2 weeks ago, it was like negative something, 10, or negative, well, wind chill factor of a negative. It was cold. 48 in Michigan. Isn't that wild? Because last year, I think Michigan was getting pummeled by snow, if I remember right. Uh, let's see. It looks like it's going to take about 20 minutes for the whole sheet. That's the other thing. I have to run the Omtech slower than I do the Morn. And it's not a full sheet, it's a 2x2 on these. For this laser, a full sheet would be a 24x40. Um, it makes it easy to cut 2x3s out of like a 4x8 sheet. So I'll end up with 4 2x3 sheets. Like this is MDF, 1/8 inch. And then I'll end up with one 2 foot by 4 foot. And that one there I can cut to whatever length. So if I want to do a full sheet in the Omtech, I can cut that to 40 inches. The only downfall is I have that waste, 8 inches of waste. Now, one thing I'm going to say, don't do what I do. I've disengaged my safeties on my laser as far as the door. It just makes it easier to do a video just due to the fact if you look at the laser, here we go. The lid, like the Morn, is nice. I can close it because I can see through it. The Omtech, it's a sexy machine, don't get me wrong, but you can't see through the small glass too well. The waiting is the hardest part. Yes, it is. Good morning, Dave. I was just bragging about your schoolhouse, dude. It's a mind blower. I am really, really, really impressed. And as I was saying, your talent with all the machines and CNC and the software made it, to me, my opinion, it made it so much easier for you to do the school building with very little trial and error. And it just turned out fantastic. Oh, you got a new video. Okay, cool. I will definitely check out the video. Here we go. I forget it's easier for me to do this out of the shop. So yeah, guys, make sure to check out Old Guy 3D Printing. Oh, while you're on, I can do this too. Let's see here. There we go. Yeah. So I'm assuming, Wade, you yeah, the gym add-on. The one thing that really impressed me, and I thought about it when I was doing certain buildings, is when you do a box or certain items, it's a tab and cut where everything locks in together. But utilizing the brick spacing as your tabs is really cool. It hides it, plus it makes it look like a true brick in the corner of the building. My opinion, a diode laser, you can be doing exactly what I'm doing here. It might take a little bit longer. 1/8 inch material, maybe not so large, but you can do smaller pieces. Similar to what Dave did with his schoolhouse. He couldn't fit the whole print on his bed, but he divided it up and then he put it back or put it together. And it turned out perfect. I don't think if you don't know where the seams are, I don't think you'd even know. There we go. There's my new add-on, Dave. I had to find a place for storage. Oops. I want to say it's the older we get, the more storage we need. Probably about 7 years ago, I played around with hydroponics in the house. It was fun, something different. Actually, it was aquaponics. I had goldfish in the tank, and it overflowed into the aquaponics, I guess you'd call it. But yeah, I don't even have room to do that. I'll tell you what, though, she's been really good and very, very supportive of what I've been doing. And that makes life so much easier. Well, wait, you can always build a greenhouse. I better watch what I say. I might have to do that myself. So what we're doing now is we're actually cutting out the final mini dioramas. Yeah, those do grow the fastest. I tried cherry tomatoes. Oh, larger scale? Oh, you're gonna go to G scale? Dude, you got the nice backyard for it. You can do a really cool garden railway. Yeah, kind of the same here. I think in 4 years, um, what they say, it has gone up to almost 20% increase in 4 years. The Bidenomics worked great. It filled and fattened their pockets up pretty good. I probably shouldn't have said that. It's politics. I want to stay away from it. My friends know my opinion. Um, you can see it, and it's not just here. It's like worldwide. The decisions we make here affect everybody. Yeah, they are. They all are. One way or another. I think we have a better chance coming up, though. I have a feeling YouTube's going to love me for saying that. I'll show you this. So what I found, honeycomb beds are really great, except for when you put your item on the bed, you get flashback off the grate. I don't know. There we go, down here. So what I do is I cut these little risers out, and you'll see them throughout the bed. Excuse me. And it raises your workpiece off the bed, so you're not getting that flashback on the back side. Yeah, I'll do two cuts like this, and then I'll vacuum the bed. But the nice thing about seeing those little pieces pop out, I know I'm getting a nice clean cut. There goes the algorithm. Probably. Ah, it's all good. It is all good. One thing I have not had the chance to play with is a diode laser. I have a good understanding, of course, of them. It's hard for me to say facts about them because I haven't had my hands on them. But from everything I've seen, I love them. Yeah, it's like any machine. If you have a diode or a smaller laser, be it a 40 watt or even like the K40s. Now I've had a K40. It's a CO2 though. Played around with one. I've had a couple smaller machines. I had one I used to take with me. I'd take it to craft shows and, believe it or not, gun shows, and I did a lot of butt stocks. That was a lot of fun. All right, let's go clean this table up and go for round two. Yeah, it's been fun watching those little diodes start off as little 5 watt lasers and then grow from there. Oh, so what I'm doing is I'm adding a pin. So next time I cut in this spot, it'll stay level. Because what ended up happening is this dropped out of focus. I'll still be able to pop it loose. But the downfall is it leaves a rough edge on this one. But I'll be able to clean it up. It's still good. And I'll be able to use that as one of my free ones. Like I said, I like to give one of these as a thank you to all my customers. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I would not be doing this and I would not have this really cool piece of equipment. I can set those there. Let's try the 2x. Now, one thing I have noticed is the nice little red dot. I had one on the morn, but eventually it kind of gave out, and I never paid no attention. And after a while, you kind of get an idea of where your laser's laying. But revisiting it again, I kind of like it. I might have to add one back to the morn. I don't even think they sell that laser in the U.S. anymore, to be honest. All right. So we're back at light burn, and now that I've already got it all set up, so that as an output, and it's as simple as start. Tell me that's not cool. Dave's had the great opportunity to test out a lot of cool lasers and CNC equipment. Dave's been doing this a long time. Oops. I'm curious to know if it's cold where Dave's at. Oh, on your CNC? Oh, 60. Indian summer. Yeah, the one thing with the laser, I actually have it blasting through. I could probably run it a little bit faster. But one thing I've noticed, I mean, MDF is probably one of the best things to cut. It's stable all the way through. Unlike plies where you can be cutting and half of the sheet might cut beautiful, but then you might get into a couple of pockets of glue, and with that glue, it it can mess a job up real quick. Now, what I have done, let's see if I can show it. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let me zoom in. What I have done on these is added a tab, so I'll literally break the line, and then of course the box cuts all the way through. Let's see if I can show my mouse. Let's see, window cap. Yes, you did. Right. Okay. There's a little thing about these mini dioramas. These are based off. Okay. Um, Oops. These modules, or the mini dioramas, are actually based off the Kato mini diorama. I was approached by Kato USA, and they asked if I could, cut and make their minis. And so I went ahead and I did a few for them and sent them to them, and they looked them over. But Kato Japan decided not to do it here. They still want to do it there, which is totally cool. But the neatest thing though is they just said, "Go ahead and do them. We like what you're doing. The only thing we ask is put your logo on it." So that's a given. So hence there I am. So that turned out really cool. Something like that doesn't happen every day. So if you ever go to a train show and you see a Kato set up, see, hopefully his name is Leo, and he's a really nice guy, and he's part of US or Kato USA. He's full of good information. Stop by, say hi, tell him I sent you. I am curious. Oh, it doesn't share my Facebook comments on EV Mux. Well, that's not fun. Brad says, let's see, he doesn't know what I'm doing, but he can smell the wood. He's been over in my shop. He knows the smell of burning wood. Matthew, how's it going? Audio's good. That's pretty. Does it show all? Huh. That'd be cool if you can see your Facebook comments in EV Mux, but for some reason you can't. Mm. So this is what one of the minis look like, and then I'll wrap these up in. I'll seal them up in a bag with instructions. This is the straight. Hey, Cody. I wish I could show your comment on the thing, but for some reason EV Mux doesn't allow it. I don't know if you guys know Cody, but there we go. He manufactures, let's see if you can see that, these guys. This is a Jenny bet. And I will tell you what, out of all the bits that I've used, I love these little guys. They cut. And the only time that I have a problem is when I mess up. Or I just use the heck out of them. But go check out Cadence Manufacturing. Good guy. Made in the U.S. by Cody himself. Not manufactured in China or any of that and shipped over and then rebranded. These are not. These are true USA made by a really cool guy. Cody, we know Cody. Yeah, today I'm not running the router. I ought to try with the live just to see how loud it gets here. Yep, I've got the. Let's see if I can show this here. I am down to 2, and this one is slightly used, but I'm keeping it as a backup, and then I have my new one. This is in case I break something, I can throw that in and order some more. But yeah, I love your bits, dude. So Cody, what I am doing today is I am cutting mini diorama modules, and it's literally a flat pack on cardstock, and then I will package these up separately. And what I do is I'll sell these on the site, as singles or a pack of 8. I have curves too, and I also give these away. Pretty much with every order I do, I'll toss one of these in. It kind of gets it out there. It's another format of railroading, but it's fun with the kids too. That's the great part, because you don't have to worry about a big diorama for a youngster that's starting out. You can give them a mini, and they can go to town and actually get it done relatively quickly. So I need to get rid of my skeletons. That way you can see the router behind me. I think my cameras out in the shop are better than the ones in the house. Oh, cool. I wish I could share these comments from Facebook. Let's see. There's my instructions. So what I'm doing is, while these are cutting, is I'm getting ready to print the instructions for the minis. And I'll tell you what, I got one of these Epson. I have two of them. I just bought a new one. It's an ET 2800, and I believe my other one's a 2850. But the neatest thing for me is I don't have to worry about cartridges. You literally fill the tanks, and it saves so much. I can't tell you how many instructions I've printed, plus other documents. So Dave went over to Facebook to keep Cody company. He's a busy man. I'm surprised he's got time to actually stop. That was really cool. So right now what I'm doing is I'm cutting, I have rolls of U-line polytubing that I use. And this way you literally cut it to length that you need. I'd move the camera over here, but I don't want to take Paul's glory away from his messy workshop. There we go. I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished. I'm pretty sure I got an 8-pack. So once these are cut out, what I'll do is I'll either package them single packages. And then this is an 8-pack. This is actually a full, got the wrong one, full circle. So with 8 of these, you can create a complete circle or an oval. So this is the end product. Whoop. Okay. Turned out pretty good. Why? Okay. Dave's asking why O scale. O scale Lionel. Your middle track is actually one of your powers. So it'd be, let's say you're negative, or we can say positive. Let's say it's your positive lead. And then your two outer rails would be your negative or neutral. And then like on HO and pretty much all the others, they're using the rails. One is positive, one is negative. But now in O scale, they also do have, I believe it's just dual track. I haven't really messed with it too much. But it's, Lionel came with that, or came out with that decades ago. And it's just been the standard. You can use either the tubular, or they've come out with a new one. I think it's called Fast Track. And with the Fast Track, you actually have a road bed. With the tubular, you do not. But O scale is nice. It's a good size. And a matter of fact, I'm setting one up around our Christmas tree. That'll be O scale. We have the Polar Express and also a Thomas the Tank. O scale is like the scale in between HO and G. And there's a lot of beautiful engines out there for O scale. You can go steam all the way up to modern. I agree. Dave says the three rails kind of look silly. What a lot of people do is they'll paint that middle rail black to hide it, and then just kind of clean the paint off the top so you can get continuity between the engine and the track. Yeah, hides it. They do pretty good on hiding it. Well, let me run in and grab a piece. This way other people might understand what we're talking about. All right, let's see here. So what, excuse me, what Dave is talking about is on your normal, like this is N scale, this is Kato's Unitrack, and it clips together on the ends. And this is mostly used in the like the T-track community. This is pretty much 99% of the track used, or 90%. What you do from the beginning of your module, you can come in with like an adapter, I guess you'd call it, to connect the Kato, and then you could do Atlas. As long as both ends of your module have the Unitrack connect, you're good. And anything in between, you can use like an Atlas track or a Pico and use zero switches. Now, what Dave's talking about is the three rail like this. This is a Lionel. This is a fast track piece. This is what's going around my Christmas tree, and I'm actually running around the couch too. So it's the third rail stands out really bad. But with this setup, it doesn't look as bad. And then if you were to paint this black and then just take off the top, it hides it. But growing up as a kid, I had the tubular one. I see it just snaps together so nice. Kinda. There we go. It's a different way on manufacturing. It's been around. I can't tell you how long vinyl's been around. I think Marx also did a 3-rail. I'm not 100% sure though. Yeah, there's a curve. There's a single. But with these, you have a positive on one side and a negative on the other. Versus here you would have, say, a positive on the middle or a negative. So if you had positive here, you'd have negative on the outside. The cool part, like between Lionel and N-Scale, it seems like the prices are real close to the same for like engines and sets. Now, Menards, the owner of Menards, he is also a trained person, and his scale is O scale. He likes Lionel. So that's why when you go into a Menards, especially around Christmas time, you'll find one section dedicated to trains, which is really neat. Isn't it so cool how you can take a flat item with nothing on it and then create something? I love these machines. Old Guy Printing has a video out. Now you are a moderator on um, YouTube. If you want to throw a link up, that'd be great. Well, cool. So a pair of these minis will be going to Chicago. And of course, I'll pass in a couple of extra. And then I've got a set going to Oklahoma City. It's so cool where I get to ship some of this stuff. And then next after that, we're going to be doing some hex track. And those will be going to Mississippi. Oh, I've already sent that one. Oh, how'd that get tangled in there? Yep. Now, once my wood situation mellows out, and usually within another week or so, and especially after getting a dehumidifier, I'll be adding some different styles of modules to the website. I want to do one triple that drops, but drops like 6 to 10 inches. So you can create a deep river. But with that, the only thing is you'll have to span 2 tables. So you can do the bridge on one side, the deep drop on one side, and then you do a triple on the back side or another deep. I've been kind of holding off until I got this new laser because I can do triples now on this laser. I will tell you what, though, this fan works really nice on pulling the smoke out, even with the lid open. Now, the one thing I do like about the CO2 lasers, you don't have to worry about wearing special glasses because of the frequency of the light. But since you can't see it, you never put your hands in here, especially in between the head and the number 2 mirror. I've done it by accident, and you will feel it. I keep thinking about those guys that do tattoos with the laser. No, thank you. But yeah, it's cutting out really nice. Oh, Dave says, "Nah, I'm not hard to find," which is true. It's look up old guy 3D printing. You know what? Here we go. That's. I never thought I'd make it to the big screen. That's cool. So if you really want to see some cool stuff, especially the school building, go check out this guy here, old guy 3D printing. On YouTube. And then this Wednesday night, Dave also does a live with Neo Labs. Excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So if you ever have a question pertaining to CNC routers, Dave is definitely one of the people to talk to. I mean, heck, he designed his own machine. Yeah, one day hopefully I'll stumble across a diode laser just to play with. Because I'm pretty sure you can cut 1/8 inch MDF, so you'd be able to cut these minis out. Yeah, you'd cut one or two out at a time, but still, my thought is if you look at it, if you're to order one, it takes you, three days to a week to get it, or you can sit back. It might take you an hour to cut one out, but you can cut out multiples throughout a whole day. And that's the same with 3D printing. If it's something simple, it's easy to design. It takes a little practice to get there, but it's well worth it. And yeah, it might take you 14 hours to cut something, or I mean, print something, but still, how long is it going to take you to have it shipped? Now I'm curious, how bad is the compressor? Can you actually hear the compressor? Because it's not even 6 feet away from me. I can see it showing up on my meter, but I don't know if it's coming through. Hopefully not. So next I need to get my curves ready. Let's see. Now I added a secondary hard drive and I moved a lot of my stuff over there. The challenge is finding it all again. this. Hmm. All right. So let's see if I can find this. Oh, the wrong file. There we go. Okay. Well, that's set up for a bigger piece than I have. Let's import the new one. There we go. Wow, a little smoky there. Okay, so now that I'm ready, this will be the next batch, and these are all the curves, and there's 8 curves in each cut. And it is done. So I do the same with these. I'll buy a sheet of MDF, and I will cut them 2 foot to 3 foot, and then I'll have that one piece that is a 2 foot by 4 foot, which is kind of nice because then those I'll cut down to work with this particular cut because I do bridges and the doubles. But this way I have very little waste. Excuse me. Normally I would vacuum this, but I think it'd be a little too loud for you guys. Hey, let's see if I can mute this for a second. There we go, nice and clean. Now you can tell the bed's getting used. Oops. So next will be my 2 foot by 2 foot. I'll grab a couple sheets here. And due to the fact that I don't have a lot of storage, I have to, when I get my sheets in, I have to cut them down relatively quickly. But it works. Show you what I'm doing here. So pretty much again, what I do is I just line everything up to the red dot. My cuts aren't exactly square, but that's okay. Rough cuts are okay because I'm not using the outside. I wonder why it doesn't show my cursor. Interesting. So we're going to send the curve now to the machine. Oops. The nice thing is, let's see if it shows it on here, but it's not showing it, is it? No, it does not. This should be a cut. I'm using different colors on this one apparently. So change that to line. And I'm going to change the power. Speed on this one. Normally I'd cut it like at 18, but today I am cutting it a little bit slower. Max power, I like 55. I don't like pushing it. my tube on my Morn is, like I said, it's 4 to 6 years old roughly, and she's held up pretty good, and she's still cutting strong, but I do not push it at 100%. And that is the key. Yes, you can run them all the way up there, but the life expectancy of the tube diminishes extremely fast. So let's send this job. We'll do the fill first. Here, let me scoop this down. And let's go. Whoop. Show me where I messed up. Complete that. Let's try this again. The nice thing is if there is an error in your file, your model, Lightburn will show it to you, unlike some of the other programs. Now let's try and see what we come up with. And there we go. Now, I've only been playing with well, I've had Lightburn for almost a year now, but I've only been playing with it the past couple of weeks due to the fact of the new machine. I run my internal network on a totally different IP. Common is 192.168.1- I run my internal at a different number, so this way it doesn't clash with anything else. And it kind of hides a little bit better. And with that, the other program, I want to say it's Radcam. Let me put it here. That one does not allow me to change the IP address. So I can run my Morn on the old program, but I cannot run the new Omtech on it, which is kind of a bummer. It's called Laserwork version 6. That's what I've been using for the last 13 years. But yeah, I'm getting the hang of this. I'm enjoying the Lightburn program. Still got a lot to learn, but the basics are all the same when it comes to your powers, your speeds, and your feeds. Almost, where are we? Oh, an hour and 48 minutes. You guys are troopers for hanging in there. Oh, I need to pause this. Let me pause that. Stop it. Now, as you can see, I'm doing the outside cut first on it, and that's due to the fact how I stacked it here in Lightburn. We already filled, so I can cancel that, but I do want to change these. This should cut last, and the red line should cut prior to. So we'll just restart it, and we'll go from there. That is the nice thing, is if you do make a mistake, especially with Lightburn, you can pause it, change the things you need to change, and start again. Um, Honestly, it depends upon the piece that I'm working on. These I've cut so many, I have a good idea of where it's going to land. I've cut the material to fit. Oh, there we go. This is the question that was asked. So if I'm working on a small piece and I want a better idea of how it's going to lay, yes, I will frame it. But when I'm doing large cuts or I'm going to call it product cuts, I already have a good idea of where it's going to lay. So I don't frame. I might check corners or edges, and that's about it. But that's on a full sheet. And again, on the Omtech, on this one, I can fit a 2 foot by 40 inch sheet of material on it. My Morn is a 2 foot by 3 foot. Oh, now for everyone on Facebook, it doesn't show up on EV Mux. I have to literally go to Facebook to check the messages. And yeah, the machine is fun. I love it. I love this one. It's an awesome machine. But for some reason, my Morn with the Reese tube in it cuts better than the Omtech does. I do have to make some small adjustments. Mr. Matt Haas, how we doing, sir? Oh no, it's all good. It's it is all good. I have this running both on Facebook and also YouTube. Mr. Haas, how do you get that spunk, the pep in your step? You're always so full of energy first thing in the morning, and I'm still trying to wake up. I think you're on Facebook. Oh, are you coming over to YouTube? This is one of these I just decided to toss this up on YouTube and see how it would work on Facebook. The one thing I noticed, I'm using EV Mux for my video. It's cool because it'll send it to multiple places, hence Facebook and YouTube. The only downfall at the moment that I can see is I do not see the comments in EV Mux. So if I'm looking at my comics in the EV Mux, it shows all the YouTube and it does not show the Facebook. The good thing is I have 2 widescreens, so I'm able to split it up into 4. You get buried, Facebook gets buried behind my light burn, but every now and then I'll click on it to see what's going on over there. And it's easier if you're on YouTube for me to show it, and this way people understand what I'm talking about, but it's all good. It doesn't matter. I mean, what do we have? 5 people, which is fine. I mean, I love the company that I have, but the actual real company is great. And I'm out of coffee. Oh no. Let's see. Actually, let me switch cameras. Now I've ordered the gas, what are they? The gas pistons for this, and every time I get them, they're the wrong size. So I have to cheat to hold the door open on this one. But let's see, where's my camera? There we go. Let's swipe this for a second. So this is the Omtech, and then we have, I need to clean her up a little bit. So you can see the bed is actually, it's a little bit wider than 24 inches, but it's only 3 foot. But I like that old girl. She'll be around a lot longer. I'm going to redo some things. I want to do the new bearings back in here. So I'm going to have to take this whole gantry off to pull the bearings. The rails are still nice. There's no pits or nothing in it, which I'm really surprised. I did a big no-no years ago. I put a vinyl record in here and I cut it. The cut turned out beautiful, but all the rails, like all the top rails, anything that wasn't oiled, the that gas that comes off of the vinyl records when you're cutting it is extremely corrosive. So yeah, never cut vinyl on your laser unless you have proper exhaust, fume extraction, filters, whatever. But still, it's a very poisonous gas, dude. And when I started this, it was in its infancy. Ah, good to see you over here. Now again, this machine is only 2 weeks old. Check this out. This is just the residue. You can see it back in the exhaust port. That's good. Oh, nope, I'm off. Yeah, see, now we have a whole bunch of knowledge to work with, which is really cool. Back when I started cutting and playing with lasers, there wasn't a lot of information out, and I learned the hard way. I'm not gonna lie, I have the school of hard knocks, I guess. Yeah, I mean, really, there's no real science. It's something that we have to pay attention to and learn. There's a lot of guys out there, and to this day, they'll bring up wanting to cut LPs. And on the laser, it's a big no-no. I mean, if you find an LP that's not made with vinyl, just figure out what it is before you cut it. The safest are acrylics, plexiglass acrylics and certain plastics. But yeah, there's no signs that say don't cut records. But yeah, I'll look on some of these Facebook groups, and some people are just bound and determined to cut an LP. Definitely wouldn't do it on a diode because it's open. Now, what I did end up doing though is I did create a vacuum, like a small vacuum table that would hold the LPs down, and I was cutting them on my CNC router, which worked relatively well and a lot safer. Well, I took that right to the edge. And this is what I'm actually cutting right now. Oops. These are my mini curves. Well, I've been playing around with this for the last 2 hours. You guys have been awesome. I've got a couple other things I need to focus on. I have a couple other major cuts to do here today. So you all have a wonderful day. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. If you stumbled across this, it's awesome. Let's see, before I go, yeah, still can. Day's not over yet. And off flute, what did I use? Yeah, I did. They're really small old flutes. But yeah, cut it on the CNC. Don't cut it on your laser. All right, guys. You guys stay cool. Have a wonderful day today. I will be live Wednesday morning, Coffee with Klondike. We'll see you there. And Wednesday night, Dave has his live. Sunday or Saturdays, Arbella Designs. You can catch us live there. We talk anything CNC and 3D. The 3D printing or the three. I'm gonna mess that up. Old guy 3D printing. Dave just put out a new video on his schoolhouse. That's another reason why I want to kind of bail off here, because I want to go see it. Or, better yet, I can try one thing. Hold on. Before I bail, let's try one thing. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see. Old guy printing. There we go. Can I do this? Well, let me do it. I'm trying to get the YouTube video up on this. Let's see, window capture. Let's see if it's window capture. Oh, it works. Let's take a sneak peek at this video. This is awesome. This is the, instead of using tabs, well, he is using tabs theoretically, but he's using the bricks as tabs. This is cool. I'm just going to gander real quick. Well, he's using his bamboo. So after this, you guys got to go check out, definitely go check out Dave's video, especially on that schoolhouse. It's so cool. So on that note, everybody, you guys have a great day, and we'll catch you later.